Well, hello, my beautiful Leo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for May 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Okay, let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is your monthly reading for May. The year really is speeding on by. I can't believe it, but here we are. May is actually a very powerful month. There are many intense shifts occurring. You may have been feeling really exhausted, burnt out, and fed up recently, but Mars now reappears 15 degrees apart from Saturn, and that happens from the 4th of May. And why is this relevant? Well, this really is a big deal as our collective motivation returns. Vibrations raise higher spiritually. You'll be embracing that inner warrior to overcome any challenges and find solutions to any problems that you've been experiencing. So expect to feel more energized, motivated, and tenacious to move forward on long-term goals. Now, Saturn is a very serious planet that can be a hard taskmaster, pushing us all to work really hard, maintain momentum, and remain true to our path without distraction. This in turn can create minor tension with others as we jostle with intense changes of energy, but ultimately Mars encourages you to be passionate about all your endeavors, and you'll embrace self-expression and creativity as well as feel enthusiastic to learn new things. You'll pay more attention to health, of course, body, mind, and soul. And Mars, it reignites your lust for life, to find new exciting ways to revamp your life, to bring back that spark that may have been missing for the last couple of months as Mars has been hidden. Now, Jupiter, also the most auspicious planet of prosperity, shines its beautiful energy upon us, finally delivering better times ahead. As we have officially moved into Taurus season, of course, we should also expect amplified opportunities and success in areas that you've been focusing on with all your energy, as well as discovering new ideas on how to increase wealth, repay debt, and create solid foundations for stability for the future. Now also, more invitations to events should start to flow in this month too, and with Jupiter showing up in the sign of Gemini, this is really important because you'll feel a little bit more sociable and potentially you'll meet new people to add to your soul tribe. So, this is about bonding and integrating this month. And the new moon on the 8th of May, it's all about reconnecting with nature, falling in love with your life again, attracting good luck, and deepening your connection with the law of attraction rituals that you may have neglected recently because you've been so super busy. Now also the full moon in Sagittarius, it happens on the 23rd of May. It will affect all signs, injecting more opportunities for adventure, to take charge and make bold decisions, whilst also seeing the bigger picture of your life to remain on track, but also to attract more fun and spontaneity in your life. And basically, it's also worth noting that Jupiter will conjunct the Sun on the 18th of May. So after that, Jupiter will not grant any more wishes until later on in the year. So please take advantage before that date. Now, on a personal level, May is actually a month of potential and lucky breaks, despite chaotic surroundings. But on a global scale, however, the reappearance of Mars can actually escalate conflicts that are already in motion, and power plays can also increase tension further. Plus, the disappearance of Jupiter later on in the month can also see public figures in power. You could see them disappearing from the spotlight or shirking responsibility or accountability when the public need them the most to step up and lead. Also, I hate saying this, but there's a lot more crazy weather events to continue, and we may even see hurricane season come a little bit early this year, disrupting the natural flow of weather systems. Mars's gravitational energy can affect the Earth, especially in terms of volcanic activity as well. And because we're in Taurus season, Taurus is an earth element, we could see more earthquake activity even in areas where they are not typical. And we've already started to see that, and I did address that in the last monthly reading there, and we did have that earthquake in New York. So there is a little bit more to come. I hate to say that, but there is. Also, Mars and Saturn partners up, and this affects water. So there may even be a large-scale flooding event this month. And again, I'm drawn to the Ring of Fire, so it could be potentially in this area. I hope not, but it's something that has been on my radar, so I'm just mentioning it there. Also, Mercury is no longer in retrograde, so that really is good news. The good news that we've been waiting for. We will have, of course, extra intense solar flares, however, this month. So I would say it would be prudent to save down any important documentation or financial statements, as there may be some gremlins in the system, cyber attacks, you know, power outages, things like that. Also, we'll see many more exposés continue to be revealed. And if you remember my yearly readings, you'll know that Pluto continues to expose all things that have been hidden from the collective, which can feel a little bit uncomfortable at first, but Pluto actually reveals to create tension in order to purge and deliver great karmic paybacks. So ultimately, it's for the highest good. And I have to say, on a personal level, it's actually a month for you to rediscover your passion, energy, and focus, to check in with your strategy and really productively edge closer towards your goals. So it can be super positive, even though there is a lot of chaotic situations going on in the world at large. Okay, now let's see what's going on in your cards in particular. I'm doing things a little bit differently this month, just to tap into a different kind of energy. I do want you to be aware, of course, you're governed by your 10th house and your 5th house this month, and the 10th house is all about ambition. And because, of course, we are in Taurus season, this is about you focusing on your finances, your goals, and having the energy, drive, and motivation to get projects finished and your tasks done. If you're in business or in a career, you'll elevate to make your mark on that part of the world and establish your reputation as being successful and full of great ideas destined for the top. But on a general level, you'll be more organized and focusing on your projects and really hitting your targets, whatever they may be. And, of course, your 5th house is all about the pursuit of pleasure. So really letting your hair down and focusing on having fun, accepting those invitations that are going to come around, and really coming out of your comfort zone to seek more excitement. Maybe even revamp your love life or revamp your life in some way. It's a time to channel your energy into creative projects, and it's a perfect time to find love if you're looking for love, and also reignite that spark in current relationships as well there. I really get a sense from your energy, my beautiful Leo, May is a month where you're going to work hard and play harder, and I feel there are really some exciting things to come. Now, your first card there is the Judgment card. So this is about you looking at your true calling. I feel like you're looking at your direction this month. It is covered there by the Strength card and the Oceans card. So I feel like you're really looking at the world at large, and you know, your intentions that you've set on reaching your goals. You can be very productive. And, you know, as you can see there, it literally says higher calling. So you're tapping into that level of knowingness that you will reach your goal. Now, the Judgment card also is a bit of a wake-up call. It can be you really being honest with yourself, almost like a rude awakening, where you want to make progress in some area, but you need to cut loose, let something go, or even step out of your comfort zone in order to reach whatever it is you're hoping for. So I definitely see a bit of a self-evaluation period and a restructure going on as well. Also, I feel you have a hunch on how to move forward during difficult times, because we have the Devil card there. Some of you may have felt there's a very chaotic energy about at the moment. You may have been pushed and pulled in many different directions, and this is a month to really focus, prioritize, and also implement some self-care, because we've got the Strength card there, which is also a card of endurance. So I feel like you really are pushing through something that has been difficult, overcoming, finding a solution there. I definitely see with that Ace of Wands in the Tower, there is a major restructure or a liberation from a very stuck situation, and you're transforming transforming your life for the better. This is a month to dream bold and dream big, because you are accomplishing everything that you set out to do, and you're leaving fear behind as well. For some of you, this could materialize as a new project or embracing a new way of living. For some of you, it could also be, setting up a new business, or it could be that you're thinking about relocating, and it's a really big deal. It's a big move. So I definitely see some major lifestyle changes here, but also some major intentions going on. I mean, this is a Leo card. The Strength card is number 8. So that means you're putting your own needs first, and you're really just checking in with yourself this month just to make sure that you're on the right path, and basically, almost like revamp something that perhaps you feel is outdated or stale in your life. You may be looking at repetitive cycles and just feeling like you want to smash through those so that you can bring a little bit more, excitement in there. Also, I feel like you're looking at your inner resources. You're going to have a lot more energy this month. This is a card that indicates you're being bold and daring. You're approaching things in a new way, and you feel called to do that. We also have this card, Bravery. Isn't it interesting you've got the Strength card and the Bravery card as your protagonist energy? This tells me that you are doing something that perhaps you've been worrying about. You're stepping outside your usual parameters, but actually you're going to see the rewards. It's a very exciting time because I see accomplishment here. I see transformation, and your bold and daring move, whatever it's going to be, because it's going to be different for everyone there, I feel that you are going to, balance and harmonize your life in some way, and, really accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. I mean, this is number 30, okay? When you reduce it, 3 plus 0 is the Empress energy. So this means whatever endeavors you're embarking on, there's a lot of potential here. And this number 30 card, of course, is a card of, going forth and exploring, because, you won't see much if you always have the shore in sight. So it's really about coming out of your comfort zone and being braver in your choices. This is not a time to be fearful. Also, I feel like you may be looking at your hidden side, or perhaps hidden talents and hidden goals that you have lain dormant with, or you've just started exploring. I feel like you're embracing your childlike spirit and seeing that there is magic in the world, even though the world is a very chaotic place right now. I feel like you're trying to romance your life a little bit more, or reignite that spark, that passion, that lust for life in order to move forward on your goals, whatever they may be. Now also, we do have the Shadow Self card, which is the Devil card, which is really exciting because if you're going to get this card, you want it in the Resistance position because it's in the reverse. It's like you got it upside down there in the reverse position. And this indicates that if you've been feeling stuck recently, or even in the last couple of months, and you felt truly helpless to change your situation, you find a solution and clarity shall be yours. I feel like all the answers that you've been seeking shall be found in May, and it really helps liberate you from something that has been very, very difficult. Also, with the Devil card, some of you may feel the pressure of time. You may feel that time is speeding on by, but I definitely see that you're on top of your goals, or any time-sensitive things that you need to adhere to. If you've got a deadline on something, I would definitely check out, 7 of Wands and the Depth. I'm getting an energy here. Make sure you check your spam folders or your hard copy mail, because there may be something that is time sensitive, but you're going to be on it. It's going to be fine. I mean, this could also be that you are thinking about traveling and you need to check your passport or visa to make sure it's in date. Or for some of you, it could be that there is a legal document that is time sensitive and you need to fill it in and send it away before the actual due date. So I definitely see that you're going to be paying a lot of attention to legal documentation and important documents this month. And there may be some sort of time frame there. Don't sweat it. I feel like you've got this, okay? Now also the Devil card, when you get it in this position, it is also an indication, as it's in the reverse, that you're releasing fear. So if you are doing something bold and daring that you've never done before, for some of you it could be that you're leaving a job and embracing a new opportunity. For others it could be that you're relocating to a different neighborhood and you don't know anyone there, and now you're going to have to integrate yourself into a brand new world. It's thrilling, it's exciting, but it can also be daunting. For some of you it could be that you're launching a new way of living, or even launching a new project or a new endeavor, a startup, for example. I feel like you got this, whatever this is. And I feel, there is a period here where you're going to do a lot of celebrating at the end of May, because I feel like whatever it is you're reaching for, you're going to have it in your hand. Remember, thoughts become things. What you can see in your mind, you can have in your hand. And I feel this month is really a testament to that as well. Now, also the Devil card can also indicate that you're looking at toxic things in your life, or things that perhaps you want to cut out that have been not helping you. This could be a food substance that's bloating you or making you feel lethargic. For some of you, it could be substances. You've decided to, go on the wagon for a little while, or you have decided to give up long term. I feel some of you are just cutting things out that perhaps you've been connected to or attached to for quite some time. This could also be a toxic person who perhaps has been invading your private space, or who has been causing some drama there. I really feel like you're disconnecting so that you can actually focus more on your sense of purpose, your true life's calling, mission, your direction, and you don't want any distractions when you get this card. So I definitely see that you're releasing that, and this is going to be a very productive month. You're going to get a lot done, and you're going to feel so proud of yourself as well. Now, also we have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands, when it's in this position, again, it's like you got it in the reverse. So it can indicate here that some of you may have thought about giving up on something, or that perhaps something wasn't going to happen for you because it's taken so long. But I see that there's a major breakthrough this month. It's almost like you're having like a paradigm shift where you're having to take a leap of faith, but you've been stuck in a cycle of repeat for so long, or you just felt bogged down or just heavy, like you're moving through mud. But I definitely see that you can go that distance. You are unstoppable in all of your endeavors, and you will be engaging in sustained effort. So there is a major breakthrough here. Also, if you feel there's competition in an area where something means a lot to you, I feel something really is dear to you. This could be you going for, a bursary, an award, a promotion, or it could be that you are trying to accomplish something that's really difficult, step into the public eye, for example. I feel like, you're going to put a lot of hard work and effort into it, but don't change your trajectory, because I feel like you're on course for a major win and a major success here as well. Now, of course, the Seven of Wands can also indicate some of you are looking at boundaries this month. You may feel that someone has overstepped a mark, or you may actually feel that you need to withdraw from someone who keeps reoffending by stepping over that mark. So I feel you really are establishing yourself there and your empowerment. But also, I feel like you're looking at things from their perspective also. It's almost like you're trying to understand somebody who perhaps has been causing you a problem or causing drama. I feel like you're trying to find the root cause there to try and understand why they're acting out. So, for example, if you're a parent or a guardian and you're looking after a very difficult child, for example, or a teenager, and you're trying to understand why are they acting out, it's very admirable for you to do that, and I feel like you're not giving up on that person. I feel like there will be a breakthrough there, but I feel this person, right now, they're feeling isolated and misunderstood in a very sort of chaotic world. They don't really know where they stand, and they're just feeling a bit of fear, actually. And I feel actually they're, acting out in fear. But an honest, open conversation will allay their fears and let them know that you're on their side. And I feel like they know that already, but sometimes they need to be reminded, because this person, they tend to get lost in their thoughts and they get very frustrated. And when we're all teenagers, everything means so much. Everything's super intense, because I'm getting it from like an energy of a teenager or a young child who perhaps is feeling a little bit uncertain. For example, it could be like coming up to exam time, or they have to choose subjects to study for exam time, and people are asking them, what do you want to be in life? What do you want to study? And the pressure just feels a lot. So I feel like just, underlining that support system and letting them know, you know what, I got your back. And no matter what you choose and no matter what you do, I'm here for you. And, you got this and I got you, and it's all good. So I just get a sense here of support. Now, the Seven of Wands also, if you've been under a lot of pressure recently, I feel like the pressure is off in May. May just feels like a nicer month for everybody. There's so many nice pleasant planetary alignments. Don't get me wrong, Mars can be a little bit of a warlord sometimes and can really blaze trails and innovate, but also can cause a lot of tension. So I feel, these will be your surroundings. I feel it's not you. You're not going to engage in this. So you may sort of step away from anyone who's trying to push your buttons this month in order to protect your inner sanctuary of peace. But also I feel, some of you are diving a little bit deeper emotionally this month as well. We have the depth there, and it's the lake. So this is number 31. You've got a lot of cards that are in the 30s, okay? So I really feel right now that it's kind of Emperor, Empress energy. So some of you may be thinking about your responsibilities. You may be thinking about your potential. And you may be also thinking about how can you connect more to nature and how can you forge a path during difficult times. But I feel that you're going to find solutions and you're going to blaze a trail this month. And you're not going to have to compromise either. I feel like, you're living life on your own terms, and I really get a sense here that some of you may even go off grid to work on something that's really important to you. Whether you're retired or not, I feel like you may withdraw in order to do something that your heart has been yearning for quite some time. It's almost like you're reconnecting to that part of yourself that you feel like you've lost touch with there as well. Now, of course, this card, it's an indication. Do not take the shallow alternative. Dive deep. Do your research before you, launch anything or before you connect to anything. This is not a period to run into anything really quickly because you may miss something. Sometimes when we get this card, it reminds us not to cut corners in our life because sometimes we may not be seeing the whole picture. And with the Seven of Wands there and the Devil card, you've got a lot of major arcana cards. This is a big month for you. So whatever it is that you're doing with the Strength card, you got the Tower, and I feel, with that Seven of Wands and the Ace of Wands, it's all about channeling your energy into healthy pursuits. It's making sure that you've got all the information with you before you make your decision, because this is a big month for deciding something, and you're going to make the right decision for you. I definitely see that you're on the right path here. For example, some of you may be deciding to purchase property, and you may actually find a property of your dreams and you think this is the one, and it may be a little bit more money than you were expecting or hoping to dish out there, but when you investigate a little bit further, you find that there's a little bit wrong with it. So you may actually have to negotiate a better deal, or maybe leave it and step away from it because there's an alternative property available to you that's more in your budget, but also is way better than the first one, okay? Because that Devil card in that position reminds us not to have attachments to things and to dig a little bit deeper than the surface, okay? So I definitely see this could be also relative to like new jobs. For example, if you're offered a new contract, make sure that you're given a job spec of all the things that are expected of you before you sign on the dotted line, because you could be really like overwhelmed and think this is great opportunity, I can't wait to work for this company, and find that actually you're bonding yourself to a very toxic environment and the job spec may not be exactly what you thought. So there may be a lot more work in different areas where it's nice to upskill and learn as you go, but if the money's not right and they kind of like tricked you into taking a role, I feel, you're going to be a little bit cross with that, of course. So this month is really about doing your due diligence and seeing below the surface there as well. Now, I'm not seeing too much about people in this month's reading. What I'm seeing here more is about you connecting to your sense of purpose, valuing yourself, erecting healthier boundaries, and I feel like, you're doing you. This is a month where some of you may even think about taking a vacation or a quick trip there. The Sun card is all about success. It's about fun. It's enjoyment. It's about living in the moment. But it's also about reaching for something that you can see in your mind's eye. The vision, it comes to life. You're transforming your life, and there is so much success available to you, but also you're tapping into your energy reserves. So I definitely see here that some of you may have been drained recently and feeling a little bit lethargic or unmotivated, but that is going to change, especially with Mars and its its position. It'll change the collective, but you're really going to feel it because you're a fire element, my beautiful Leo. And this card, of course, is all about success. It's about vision and clarity, and it's about stepping into the spotlight. So if you've been working on anything behind the scenes, this is a month, at the end of May in particular, that you may reveal whatever it is that you've been working on. But actually, I feel more than anything, you've been working on yourself. Personal development here, I feel like you are sorting through some really difficult emotions. I feel like you're letting go of a lot of stuff, getting closure, and you're choosing happiness. You're choosing positivity. You're releasing negativity. You're releasing, people who bring drama to your door. I really feel like you're streamlining your life and creating a sense of peace there as well. Now, I also feel there's not just personal growth here. I feel there could be an energy here of you focusing on your wealth and how to increase your wealth. And I definitely see that you're going to be able to do that. But the main energy I get is coming out of a very difficult cycle. With that Tower energy, I feel some of you have been feeling a little bit isolated, even a little bit lonely in your endeavors because it's been hard. I'm looking at your cards and I see endurance, strength, having to be a warrior, having to push through, and I feel that this has been your life. And this is something that you've almost learnt to be, that strong pillar. And, you are someone who inspires other people, but sometimes you're like, you know what, I just want to catch a break. Who's inspiring me? Who's helping me? And sometimes you feel that you've had to do it all alone. And I feel that the month of May, especially the end of it, is a month of integration where you find a soul tribe member. You may join a new group of people or open yourself up to a new hobby or some sort of new endeavor that makes you feel alive, that makes you be in situations with like-minded people where you can have fun, be in good company, and really feel like you fit in. Even though you were born to stand out, I definitely get a sense that you're not trying to fit in. I just feel like you're hoping to vibe with like-minded people. With the Tower energy, this can also represent some sort of shock. So I want to pull a card there because what I see here, the shock is a transformation that is really positive. Aces are divinely gifted from the universe. So because these two cards popped out together, I feel this surprise is actually going to be a very exciting one where you feel more inspired. Things that you've been putting off for quite some time, whether this is like DIY, restructuring the home, doing some, decluttering around the home space. I feel like you're totally on it. You're going to be so productive. You're going to look back at May and go, wow, I got a lot done, and I feel like you can be super proud of yourself there as well. So very powerful shift or change happening for you at the end of May. But let me just pull a card on it. I want to see what that is for you because the Tower, it's basically a paradigm shift where we have to let go of something in order to gain something greater. It's always for our highest good, but it may feel uncomfortable at first. So because you have that self-evaluation period, it could be that you are shocking some people by deciding to change direction or deciding to suddenly relocate or suddenly change something about yourself where people expect you to be a certain way. So for example, if your friend is always late and you always wait for your friend, if they are 30 minutes late, for example, and you're always just like, it's okay, and you wait, suddenly your friend may get to that place that you're about to meet at, and they find that you're not there, and they're like, hey, are you late? And you're like, no, I've been there. I waited 30 minutes and I'm gone. Or, yeah, I was there. I waited 10 minutes and I'm just not doing this anymore. Value my time, or let's just change the time that we meet at. I feel like you're not adhering to anybody's expectations this month, and you're just shifting things so that, there is reciprocity. You're erecting those healthier boundaries. We've got the Seven of Cups. So whatever this surprise or shock, it opens you up to big old choices, and it may make you feel a bit scattered at first because you have to make a decision on it. But ultimately, look at this. It's for your highest good. As I said earlier, I was picking up because it's number 30, and when you reduce it, 3 plus 0 is the Empress energy. We got the Empress pop out there. You got the Ace of Wands again. So when my guides say, I gave you an Ace of Wands to cover that Tower for a reason and they give it to me again, it really indicates that this is a major gift from the universe. This could be that spark being reignited in your life, looking at how much potential you have. Also, I see a lot of you getting a compliment this month on you not looking your age, whatever age you are. Again, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It just gives you a spring in your step. For some of you, it could even be like a surprise chemistry between you and someone. And I mean, chemistry can be many different things. It could be chemistry that you work with someone and you just get on really well with them, you vibe and you become best buddies in the working environment or in the neighborhood. It could be a neighbor. For some of you, it could be a romantic frisson where you want to really discover things a little bit more and see where it goes. But also, I feel with that Empress energy, this is about you having a glow up. It's about you basically adhering to your own needs. It's almost like I feel that you've been promising yourself that you're going to do one or maybe even two things for you every single day. You're showing up for you. And that's in all areas of your life, whether you're retired, whether you're in the working environment, whether you're a carer, whether you are currently looking for work, whether you are a parent. You know, it's not about labels. It's about you honoring you. You are a person and you deserve to have your needs met, basically. And I feel like you're currently looking at that and how do you implement better self-care routines into your everyday circumstances. Now, I do see here for some of you, if you are in a career environment, this could be a new project or a promotion that opens up major doors for you, and I feel success shall be yours. Your reputation is going to increase as well as your status and your pay packet. So I definitely see that if you're reaching for some sort of financial goal or some sort of award or a promotion or even a bonus for some of you, I definitely see your needs will be met there. For some of you, this could be that you are implementing some sort of beauty routine that's starting to pay off. You could be having a glow up there, and some of you may look at like a new wardrobe, or I feel like there's just a change about you. When you change your mindset, it may change other aspects of your everyday living as well. So I feel change is good for you in this circumstance. For some of you, it could be that you're deciding to retire this month and suddenly you're having a major glow up. Your time is yours and you're getting out into nature. You're thinking about traveling, booking a vacation, connecting to friends and like-minded people, but also you've got that spring in your step. Something major is transforming. I definitely see it's a perfect time to dream bold and dream big, but also what I get here with those two aces, I feel this is about you taking the initiative to activate some level of change in your life this month because you feel that you've got stuck in a rut in some way and you need to break out of a routine or break out of something that has been really draining you for some time. Now, also with that Seven of Cups energy, I really want you to be aware that this month is a great month for connecting to law of attraction rituals. So some of you may actually join a group, or you may actually find a mentor or someone who inspires you in terms of the law of attraction. Some of you may pick up that book, you know, The Secret, or you know, some sort of law of attraction manual of how to. I definitely see that you're deepening your connection and thoughts become things, and I feel like you're going to be surprised with the outcome. Okay, now we also have well, I've mentioned the Tower energy there, so this is like a liberation out of a stuck situation. And if you're feeling isolated, I definitely get a sense here that you are taking the initiative to put yourself in a situation where you either meet new people or embrace a new hobby or something creative, because this is a month that's going to be highly creative and productive for you, but in a really good way. And we also have Darkness Moon, and it's number 7. Now, number 7 tends to be, you know, the Chariot energy, and it can be that you are making progress and dedicating yourself to something. You're being really disciplined and you're building in confidence, and success shall be yours. Now, success, it looks differently for everybody. For some of you, it could be that you're overcoming deep feelings of when you were younger, you were bullied, or you witnessed some disturbing things, or you had traumatic experiences when you were younger, and you're sorting through the darkness of those experiences and trying to get closure and really resolve things within you. And sometimes these experiences, they may never be resolved, but you empower yourself so that they no longer have power over you. So I see that some of you, that is your success. For others, it could be a success in, a relocation, or bringing in more money, or, it could be that you're having success in some sort of fitness regime or something like that. So please take it as it resonates. It's going to be different for everybody there. But this card, it also reminds us that there are cycles to everything in life. Everything has a season. Change is the one thing in our lives that is constant. People change, seasons change, circumstances change, and you change. We've got the Tower there, which means you're implementing a major change, but you're rebirthing in some way and revitalizing your spirits. So this change is actually going to be really good for you. When you get this card, it kind of indicates that, don't push yourself when you feel that the tides are against you. There is a time to rest, recoup your energy, and this card also says don't be afraid of the darkness, as the darkness is necessary in order to see the light. And you've got the light right there with that Sun card energy there as well. So I feel if you've been going through a very difficult time or a very daunting time, or you're worried about something, know that May shall be a period where it is resolved, or you find solutions to break yourself out of that stuck cycle. Now, when you also get this card, this is an indication that stability shall be yours, but also you're in the divine feminine energy, which means sometimes, you'll be in that go-getting spirit, but also there needs to be a period where you step back and accept. So if you're the sort of person who finds it hard to accept a compliment, or finds it hard to be open to rewards, or open to, opportunities, because sometimes when you're a go-getter, or you've had to be a warrior in life because you've had things really hard, you're so used to being super sufficient and independent that you just do you, and you're always just doing. And, sometimes it's really hard to accept help or advice from another person, because you always find that actually you've had to rely on yourself all the time. So nothing changes. But I actually see you being open to an opportunity from the universe in the month of May that's going to be very exciting, puts that spring back in your step, and it is a sudden, endeavor, or a sudden opportunity that you've been perhaps yearning for quite some time. I feel it's almost like a thing that you felt you were about to give up on because you felt it was never going to happen. Even though you worked really hard to accomplish it or get close to it, you may have doubted along the way that perhaps there's going to be no breakthrough. But I feel May is actually a major breakthrough month for you there. I mean, there's such big energy here for you that I feel this is more about you rediscovering that lust for life, making things happen, reconnecting to your childlike spirit, opening yourself up to playfulness, also, really diving deep and getting to know yourself better. Sometimes it's really important to become more intimate with yourself so that you know who you are, what you want, what you certainly do not want, because we actually, humans, we're always busy doing. And sometimes we never really leave time to check in with ourselves just to see if we're okay. And it's only when things become so overwhelming that we realize actually we've just been on autopilot doing. And I feel May is a big reflective month for you to really check in with yourself there as well. Okay, so we've got some final cards here. It says here, Divine Light. The light of divine love is shining through you and in your life right now. Awakening, renewal, restoration, and birth. And as I said here, it's almost like a rebirth, but also it's a renewal of your faith. It's a renewal of your beliefs, but also a renewal of your energy. And again, I think I mentioned it at the beginning. It's like an awakening month for you, where you're seeing things as they truly are. Things that perhaps you've accepted for some time that perhaps you shouldn't have, you're kind of stepping away from it. You're erecting those healthier boundaries, and you're choosing the light. You're choosing the positive, healthy situation for you. And of course, success shall be yours. I feel, you're rising to the top in some way. And this could be also vibrationally. We've got preparation, okay? So This could be that you're actually preparing yourself for change, or you are, readying yourself to launch yourself into a new project, or you feel something big is coming up for you in the month of May and you need to be ready. Could be a presentation, could be an interview, could be a court case, could be something that you feel is really important for you, but you're going to breeze through it. Everything is going to work in your favor, okay? Because you have so many cards of endurance, strength, being that warrior, and remaining balanced and grounded, I feel like you're going to push on through and it's going to be better than you expected. It says here, if you want the victory, be prepared to fight. Time to plan, don't get caught off guard. And that tower can represent you potentially getting caught off guard, but because we have the Empress energy, it indicated that you're in a really strong position. You also have strong intuitive instincts, and the Ace of Wands tells me that actually it transforms your life, whatever this is, this surprise, and it opens up a lot of doors for you that you felt have been closed for quite some time. So ultimately, a very positive month there for you, but it seems to be more of a personal development change month for you. There will be some good news. There is accomplishment, something to celebrate here, but I feel this is more about you going deeper. You know, once you accomplish something, I feel like you look at it like, okay, I got there, but now what's next? What do I really want? What's, the big burning desire that sets my soul on fire here? And I really feel like you're connecting to that this month more than anything else. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before we close. Okay, we've only got one here. Interesting, we got a dinosaur. So this is about you moving away from outdated practices. When you get a dinosaur, this can be like you sorting through the bones of the past in order to resolve things and get closure. But also it can be you seeing the future, or you seeing above all of the stuff, the BS of life, because you got a Diplodocus there, and that's a creature that has a very long neck that can see way above everything else. So I feel you are kind of looking to the future, strategizing, and making small but solid steps towards your goal. Also, this creature could reach the top of the tree and others could not. So I feel this is about you reaching for things. Again, there's this energy of you reaching for something and being able to accomplish it there as well. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Leo. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo, and love and light.